All right, now we're up to part 3. This is getting a little long-winded. I am sorry. I mainly did this because I want everyone to see everything that's there. It's not going to be 100%, but it's going to give you some idea what's there so you know what you're getting and what you can do. Display, brightness, day and night mode. I leave most of this stuff at automatic. I don't like putzing around with this stuff. I keep my brightness pretty high. I like it nice and bright. So, your mileage may vary on that one. All right, we got display. Now we get into sound. Bass and treble. Oh, we got to hit that. Oh, there we go. Bad aim. You got treble, mid-range, bass, and with this car, subwoofer setting. There is a subwoofer in the center of the deck in the back of this car. It's like 6 inches large. This car's sound system can sound good sometimes, especially in lower volumes. It has no volume capability. It can get loud, but everything rattles. We'll get deeper into the sound system later. Now, this subwoofer actually controlling my main subwoofer back there. I did that because I like it better sounding that way. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten into this menu yet. You got your balance and fader, so you can fade back and forth. There's not much sound coming out of the back as far as voices. Pretty much all the voices come from this. I hate this center channel. The DSP, for any of those that don't know what DSP means, that means digital sound processor, is the design of the digital sound processor is so much treble, and it screeches out of that center so much that, I don't know if you saw this. Let's back up. Oh, I have my treble on normal. How did that happen? I didn't set that. Oh, no wonder it's been so screechy lately. Well, normally I have my treble put all the way down because the treble in this car is impossible, especially if you listen at any volume. But we'll get back to that one a little bit later, too, assuming I remember. DTS neural sound, that gives you kind of a faked-out surround sound. I kind of like having it on, off and on. Speed volume compensation, again. Raises the volume based on your speed. That way, any tire noise, which is not so bad on this car. This car actually has a nice, quiet type of sound to it. I like the sound of this car. That's basically all you have. I wish you had a graphic equalizer or something you could do to get to the DSP and change it. Yeah, that's not going to happen. All right. Vehicle. This is where fun things happen. Tire pressure monitoring. Unfortunately, this one does not measure each individual tire, so you don't know what your PSI in your tires are. What you do is when you need to recalibrate it, you hit the calibrate button, like maybe when you balance your tires or whatever, or so forth. Hit calibrate and you drive for about 30 minutes, and it calibrates it, and then it knows exactly, when it's losing air and when it isn't. So that's how you recalibrate your tires. Driver assist setup. Traffic sign recognition system. Small icons on, small icons off. I like the icons. That's the one that shows you your icons on whether you have, shows you what your speed limit is based on what the camera reads. Like it, but you can turn it off if you don't want it. Forward collision warning distance. You got various settings. I believe normal, short, and long. Forward collision warning distance. I have it set to long. I'm going to put it back to normal. Oh, stop it. And you have to hit save. You don't hit save, nothing will work again. ACC Ford vehicle beep. Now, this can annoy some people. I recommend leaving it on. This is for your cruise control, your automatic cruise control. This is especially good if you tend to use your cruise control at lower speeds. What happens is when it sees a car, up here, it will, as I said before, it'll have a picture of a car, and it'll fill it in. Let me put in the lines. It'll fill it in, and when it's filled in, that means it sees a car. When it's just a dotted outline, it means it doesn't. It'll also do a beep if you have this turned on. I like that turned on because I like to know when the car is in radar contact with another car. That way I know that the cruise control, and I can depend on the braking to actually respond. Just in case I haven't looked down. Now, I always look down because I'm going to tell you something right now. You can be driving 35 miles per hour, and sometimes you can drive and start getting close to a car that's sitting at a stoplight, and it will not see that car. I don't know why this happens. I think this is basically probably part of the software, mostly probably to try to avoid recognizing things like trees and a turn and so forth, so it doesn't automatically think you're about to hit something and slam on the brakes. If you're going to use your automatic cruise control in trafficked areas at lower speeds, You have to pay attention. The car doesn't drive itself. It's there to help you, not drive for you. Please, I'm begging you guys. I told you how great it is, how the cruise control works on this car. It doesn't always see the car in front of you at all times. General driving, it will. But occasionally, if you come up on a car very quickly, it won't. Be ready to brake. That's another reason why I have that on. So it always keeps me looking because I like using my cruise control. All right. Lane keep assist, suspend beep. I'm not even going to go into that screen. It's the same thing as the auto cruise control. It'll let you know when the lane keep sees the lanes and when it doesn't. As I told you, on regular roads, this car is mediocre at seeing the lanes at 45 miles per hour. On the highway, it sees them pretty much 99.9% of the time. It got to a point on my ride, because I drive on one road for 30 minutes, that it should see most of the line markers. And it doesn't, and it's beeping off and on, off and on, off and on. I have that turned off. Leave it off. It's annoying. Road departure mitigation. Normal, wide, or narrow. Or warning only. I like the car. This means if you start departing, getting off the road, the car will turn to try to put you back. And it also shakes your steering wheel. Gives you a little shudder in your steering wheel, which is very nice. I leave it at normal. I figure it has to do. Works an idea. Excuse me. Wow, that wasn't good. Has the idea of trying to keep an idea of just how wide the road is and just how sensitive it is. Just leave it. I leave it on normal. You can change it however you want. I like it on normal. All right, let's see. Do we have anything else here? Driver attention monitor. Well, let's see. What do I have this on? Tactile and audible alert. You know what? One of the things I really liked about this car was all the tech. And I like tech. And even though the text can be very annoying, I love it. And so I like it talking to me a lot. So in this case, I left it on. So if it thinks I'm driving like crap, it'll shake your steering wheel and it'll complain at you. This car likes to complain at you. It does. It complains at you. It doesn't let you get away with anything. All right, we're out of that area. That's driver assist. Meter setup. What's this going to be? Language selection. Temperature display. That's going to be mostly for change for fair. Yeah, as I said. Oh, you can adjust your temperature by a few degrees just in case it's not reading correctly. I haven't found it not to be reading right. I mean, you can just choose, difference, plus, minus. That's to make sure your temperature is reading correctly. It's reading fine. I haven't had any problem. Leave it alone. Adjust alarm volumes. I like, these are system alarms, like when it's telling you to brake, like if you're driving too close, and you're coming up very quickly to a car, the car will start screaming, brake, brake, it won't say it, but it literally flashes it up here. It flashes right up here and says, brake, and usually it's wrong. Usually it panics a little early. I prefer it panic early than not panic at all. It'll also slam on the brakes for you. Of course, it ain't going to stop the collision unless you're going very slow. If you're going, if you're going very slow, I mean, like 10 miles per hour, it'll probably stop you in time. Otherwise, it's just going to mitigate the crash and so it's not as hard. Just alarm volumes, reverse alert tone. For all those with Priuses that had to find the secret way to shut off that reverse beeping noise, this one, you can turn it off in here. Very nice. Let's see what it looks like, just so you can see. On, off. Not very fancy schmancy, but it works, right? Configuration of instrument panel. We've already seen that. Apparently, they want to put it in two places. Fuel efficiency backlight. Ooh, I don't remember what that is. Yeah, my aim sucks. Oh, yes. Turn on, off the ambient meter color change. I believe that changes the colors on the edge of the... I believe it changes these edge colors and so forth that tend to turn on. I really don't know. Really don't care. It's not really important. I leave it on. I told you, I like tech. Tech is fun. That's why I got the car. Trip A, reset timing. This is what I was telling you. Oh, for heaven's sake. When fully refueled, or, manually reset, or whenever you turn off the ignition. You can do that with your Trip A or Trip B. I like it to do it each fuel so I can find out how my gas mileage has been, even though it's been pretty sucky because the weather is cold. Speed distant units. Miles per hour, kilometers per hour. That's the trip computer units. It's not going to fix the little thing I was complaining about on the earlier one about the fact that you can put digital speed limit on there. And it only shows kilometers here in America, and in Canada it only shows miles per hour. This is not going to fix that problem for all you saying, hey, dude, you found how to fix it. No, I didn't. It don't do diddly squat. All right, let's get out of there. Right, meter. Keyless access setup. Something very nice I like about this. Door unlock mode. Select which doors unlock when grabbing the driver's door handle. I love it that you can turn it on either driver door or all doors. I like all doors. Maybe that's not the smartest way, but I like all doors. Smart entry light flash. Turns on flash of exterior lights when doors are locked or unlocked. I like it flashing. I like the car to let me know when things are going on. I know I've been complaining about how this car complains at you. A car's not going to let you make too many freaking mistakes. You're going to do, it's going to chide you. That's just the way it is. Right. Smart entry light flash. We already done. Smart entry beep. Turn on off audible notifications when doors are unlocked, locked by holding or touching the sensor switch on our... Yeah, I never used a door handle. You know why? I have it set to automatically lock when I walk away. I love that. That's not on the Ford Fusion Energy. Ford, you better start adding that to your other cars. I know you're getting rid of the Ford Fusion, but hey, that's a simple thing. I love having it. Remote start system. Turn on, off remote engine start function. Yeah, well, it's on. I want to be able to remote start my car. Usually I do it on the phone. All right, let's get out of this menu. Keyless access setup. Now, I know there is a way to set it up so when you walk up to it, I didn't see it in that menu, which is very strange. It's in there somewhere. Look far enough, you'll find it. Lighting setup. Auto light sensitivity. Select sensitivity of your activated automatic headlamps. This car has automatic brights. They actually work pretty well. One thing you need to understand with the automatic lights on this car, when you're in the dark, every once in a while it gets stuck in the brights mode. I don't know why, it just does it. If it does do that, all you have to do is come over here to your stalk. This is your stalk. Yeah, it's bad aiming there. Your stalk right here, and you flash it like that, and it'll turn your auto lights back into off. It'll turn off auto lights, and you do it again, and it'll turn them on again. This will only happen during the nighttime, which is something you'll find very interesting on this car. It's smart enough to know, why is my auto lights, there we go. See, my auto lights weren't even on. Huh. What's the matter with me? Well, probably because I'm parked here, so I'll just leave them off for right now. It's smart enough to know when you're in the daytime, if the lights come on because it's raining and all that. It doesn't do auto brights in that kind of sign. The automatic lights don't work then. It knows when to do auto lights, and when it's dark, it does it. But if it ever does, in order to turn back from auto off and on, you just flip like that, and you flip back again. And that turns them on and off. You'll see a little auto light here. It's not going to show now because it's light time. When it's really light like it is now, you can see it's very light out. It's not going to show. So don't freak out if that happens. I'm going to turn it off. I don't want to waste more power than I already have. Well, you can select the sensitivities of your light and auto setting. I have it set to high. I like having my lights on. They're cool. Maybe that's stupid. Yeah, it is. Auto interior illumination sensitivity. I think, again, that's also panel dimming when the headlight is in auto setting and so forth. Again, I keep these things on high. I think it's easier. Auto headlight on with wiper on. I have that set to on too. I figure if it's raining, you might as well have your headlamps on. I mean, you already have driving lights, but you might as well have your headlamps on. Headlight on and off timer. I've never used this before. Oh, yes. When you turn off your car, the headlamps stay on. This you can choose how long you want, up to 60 seconds. I have it set to 15. That's enough for me. I'm in a garage. It works fine. Nice to have. Interior light dimming time. It's going to be the same thing with this. 15, 30 seconds. Let's see how high it'll go up. 60 seconds. So you can change that. And that's about it on that one, too. Boy, we got the lighting setup done. Keyless access. There we go. Door unlock mode. I knew it was in there somewhere. Select which door unlocks when grabbing the driver. Oh, we've already seen this one. It's just a repeat. Smart entry light flash. Smart entry beep. Remote start. Whoa, wait a minute. Door unlock. Smart entry. All right, well, hey, we've already been in here. What am I doing? Am I looking at the same thing? Lighting setup. Yeah, I just went into the same thing. Boy, am I stupid. Door window setup. Oh, yes, here we go. Auto door locks. Select the timing auto door locks. You can do it with vehicle speed or when you shift into park. Or you can have it off so it doesn't lock, and you can have people carjack your car if you like. Personally, shift to P works fine. You know, at least it's automatically locked the moment you start moving. I think that's safer. Key and remote unlock features. All right, we've already done this. Keyless lock answer back. Yeah, that's flashing lights. Oh, turn on off flash of exterior lights when doors are locked, unlocked by remote. Yeah, well, that's pretty simple too. Nice to have. Personally, I think it would be better to put all this all together in another menu, but it'll work. Keyless lock answer back security, relock timer. Oh, this is nice too. You know, let's say you unlock the vehicle with a key fob without opening any of the doors, and you walk off, you forget to lock it, it'll automatically relock it in 30 seconds, or 60 seconds, or 90 seconds, or what have you. Whatever works for you, right? Auto door unlock. I think we've already been on this too. Yeah, all doors when shifted to park. Yep. Yeah, this is similar. You know, once you've parked the car, it's safe to unlock the doors for everybody to get off. You can do it with ignition off. Same difference. All doors when driver doors open. Again, it's really up to you when you want all your doors to unlock on the car. Walk away auto lock on. I love this. I don't have to lock the car. Just slam the door, walk away. Boom. Not a problem. Let's see. That was door windows. So let's go maintenance info. Oil off. Yeah, oil life. This is just telling you basic information. And so forth. Alright. Have we gone through everything here? Gone through sound. Vehicle. Probably need to go down one more. Oh, camera. Never understood this camera. Oh, yeah. Well, rear camera. Whether you want fixed guidelines, as well as that do not move, as well as steering wheel guidelines. Some people like both. I have it set to show both. I'll show you the reverse and how it works shortly. Lanewatch camera. That's what happens when you turn right. You turn right, your lane watch turns on, and it shows what's behind you. You'll see those lines, red and yellow. It's kind of hard to see them in there. That shows how far away the cars are from you, make it easier for you to make your turn, and so forth. Another nice thing with your turn signals, you can barely tap them, and they'll blink like 3 or 4 times. Also, you can turn on the camera right here at the end of the stalk, your light stalk. You press the button, and it turns on your camera, so you can use it anytime you want. Unfortunately, I don't see any way how to turn on your rear view camera without going into reverse. Haven't looked into that. We'll look a little longer at some other point. So, you can set show with turn signal. Select whether the Lanewatch camera image is shown while the right turn signal is active. Yes, I have that on. It's good to have since you don't have cross traffic alert on this car, which is not cool. And you do not have blind spot monitoring, which is really not all that important to me. It's nice to have. This is your blind spot monitoring, only on that side. If you set your mirrors correctly, you generally don't have much of a blind spot, if any at all. And if you drive careful, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Personally, I would prefer to have the blind spot monitoring. Besides, I know it sets off some people's K-band radar. That makes me happy. All right, what we got here? Display time after turn signal off. Oh, yeah, how long you want the display to turn on after you turn off your turn signal. So if you want the screen to stay on just a little bit longer, I don't know why you'd want that. It only gives you 2 seconds, which makes sense because it's really not something you need to do. And show you reference lines would give you, shows you how far away people are and so forth. Keep those on. They help. Unfortunately, the lane watch is not so great in the dark. You can pretty much make out, but things are kind of blurry. Camera looked good, but it's not that good. It's good enough. It does what it needs to do. So be it. We'll leave it at that. And I think that's everything for that. All right, now Let's go back to our home page. Boy, that was part 3, wasn't it? I guess we'll go to part 4. I'm going to show you a few more things, do some final discussion, and then I'll let you guys go. This is to give you a more detailed look into what this car does. Sure, it's a little bit boring. I'm sure it's boring. I'm sorry. I'm not an entertainer. But I wanted everyone to see everything the car does so they could understand. It's not perfect, but, you know, if you have any questions, I'll answer anything I know. By the way, you don't get a full manual with this car. When you buy the car, you get this thin manual. It tells you a lot. If you want a regular manual, you have to sign up to them, and they send you a manual. It doesn't cost you anything. The reason I think they do this is because if the environmentalists saw the manual, oh my God, I think I'm going to pull out this. This is the manual. Oh my God. How many trees had to die to give us this manual? I believe if Honda automatically gave people this manual, that the environmentalists would burn Honda to the ground. All right, that was kind of off point, but let's get out of here, and I'm going to go on to part 4.